Think you know Ninja songs? Old school or new school? Stand a chance to win big on Gusto Guess the Song. To be a part of this, call the numbers on your screen right now. Come on board and let's do things the Gusto way.
Hello guys, welcome to Gusto Reactions. Once again, thank you so much for always liking, sharing, subscribing, of course telling your friends about what we do right there at Gusto TV. Big Lala is very much in the building, and of course the talk of the town, the talk everywhere from the 28th to 29th to the 1st of December. WIZKID at the O2, major 3-day residency, performance at the O2, brought a couple of major stars on stage, and it was really amazing. Lala, you were not at the show in London, right here in Nigeria. What happened?
You know what you do? Because you promised, and if I go to our shows in September, you promised that you're going to get me tickets to the WIZKID show, and you didn't, and that's one of the reasons why.
I promised I'll go to the tickets.
Yes,
I promised.
Now you don't even remember, so you just talk at that time.
Wow.
And that's why I did not make it down there. So,
WIZKID is coming to Nigeria.
Are you getting me tickets for that one?
If you want it,
I get me tickets.
Anyways, this WIZKID, is it day 2 or day 3? Either ways, because this one I come from underground. I think he did the underground thing twice.
This is not day 3, definitely not day 3. It's either 1 or 2 because of the outfits.
Because of the outfit, so
I think
it's 2. It's 2. Day 1 is the one with the whole smoke coming from the this thing. But yeah, okay, this is day 2. Anyways, WIZKID finally ended the O2 Arena concert, 3 days, 28, 29. The first, what did you think about this?
Well, it was something groundbreaking. It was something record breaking. It was something impressive.
They won
for WIZ to do, and he really did give it his all. People, including myself, had doubts whether people would fill this arena 3 days for 3 separate days, and boy, people turned up. I mean, I don't know. I would have to go and see social media and see how many people were there for 3 days. I know all these our music people there. Now we they were there for 3 days. Yeah, we see them on there.
I mean, he said it on stage. He said 3 effing nights back to back to back, 20,000 times 3.
Yes,
I effing did that.
3 pits.
I mean,
and this was something for him to be proud of. He really gave his all. It was something nobody else had tried to do before from this side of the world, and he's done it. And kudos to WIZKID, kudos to the team for planning this well.
What would you consider the biggest highlight of this 3-day residency performance at the O2 for WIZKID?
Well, the biggest highlight for me is filling that place up for 3 days.
Okay.
Next, in terms of highlights, is I don't know, his surprises. He went above and beyond the Chris Brown thing, getting Burna on the last day.
Yeah.
Those were really big highlights for him. Those were the positives of the show, and it looks like people had a good time. Like the 3rd day was when I watched from top to bottom. I mean, the guys who came to warm up the crowd on YouTube. The guys who came to warm up the crowds. I mean, they did their thing, but they were not part of the main shows. I mean, people were just doing their thing. DJ Tunes played song tire. But yeah, the crowds were just immense.
Massive crowd. Who would you consider the biggest emerging star that impressed you the most of all the stars WIZKID gave a platform to?
Well, biggest emerging star that impressed the most
for you
from Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. I think I'm gonna go. The options I have: Buju, Black Bones, CK. Who else do I have? Are those the 4?
Buju,
yeah,
Black Bones,
CK. And I mentioned one more name.
There is actually there's Low J.
Say Iwo. I think the one that impressed with the performance, they didn't all get big chance to perform like that. But the ones I think may have impressed the most, I think I'm going to lean towards a Buju more. Not a
Bella Shmurda.
I wouldn't go as far as that. I think Buju had the 2 days that he went. I mean, first day was a bit shaky. Second day he was comfortable and he delivered well. So I think I'm gonna go with Buju on that.
Okay, on one of the reactions for the second day, you talked about the fact that, you know what, first day I'm very sorry, for actually rating you low a bit and everything.
Yes.
You were actually better than the second day. Now it's 3 days, WIZKID, done and dusted. Let's have your best, let's have your second, and let's have your third in that particular order.
Well, the third day, although it just seemed like, okay, we've seen this before, at a point you could tell that what was going to come next, because it was exactly the same thing. The only difference was, the guest.
We are very sorry enough, actually,
Man, no vex. No vex.
3 days whiskey and dusted. Have your best. Let's have a second.
Okay, let's
So basically, that third day, it was same old thing we've seen for 2 days straight. The difference was the cast of his friends and guests that he had on board. But on the third day, the singing was better, the performances were better. There were still some lapses here and there, but everything gelled well on the third day. When you do the first day, you do the second day, by the third day, it looks like you're already a master of doing exactly the same thing. And Wiz gave it his all. I think he was well rested and pumped up for that third day. Like I said, singing was better. So, performance-wise, although some hiccups here and there, but it was still better than the first. So I think the third day takes it as being the best performance-wise for me. Surprise-wise, the first day still holds because the element of surprise was there in the first day. Second and third day, there's not. That people are going to come. First day would be my second choice, and the second day would be my third choice.
Okay, first day, second choice. The second day will now be the
third choice.
Why would you rate a third day over the very first day? I particularly say that a lot of surprises were, on the very first day, WIZKID, with Chris Brown, with LMI, with Thames as well, with Skepta, also with Buju, for the very first day. The last day, it was more of the same.
Well, it was more of the same, but there was a difference. There was a certain Burna Boy, and there was a certain Coffee. Yeah, and she came on board. She had a good reaction when she came on board. But the thing is, that's why I said the element of surprise was not there on the third day, but performance-wise, it was better than the first.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I would prefer if I had not watched any of this before, and I'm watching the third day for the first time, I would feel like this is really good. Like, this is, in terms of performance, this is good. Wiz held his own. First day there were hiccups here and then, performance-wise. There was auto-tune issue, although there was slightly one on the 3, but at least it was quickly corrected. But first, the start was very shaky. It was very shaky. There was a lot of back and forth with Wiz and his band behind him, or the engineers behind him. Third day there was less of that. So performance-wise, they did well, and Burna crowned it. Coffee, even Skepta. It looked like when Skepta came on again, it looked like Skepta had not come on before.
Yeah.
But he still got the same sort of reaction. So that's what I feel.
Definitely. Now, on the first day, you talked about the fact that you feel WIZKID could do more in terms of the performance.
Yeah.
Did he do that for you on the third day?
Well, in terms of delivery of the performance, singing wise, there was improvement on the third day.
Okay.
But in terms of showing what you have rehearsed before, for example, the example I'll make is the one with Thames, because that's one I've banged on so far. The third day, they tried to come up with chemistry, but it looks like the chemistry was not rehearsed. They didn't rehearse exactly how they're going to perform.
Even that, you have that for us.
And you see what happened, because Thames felt she was caught unawares. The first time Wiz tried to touch Thames on stage, there was this almost fear in her eyes or her physique that before she gathered herself back. And then when they were going to, you don't need no other body, there was about to be a touch. Thames had moved away, and then she realized that, okay, we're trying to give people a show here. You don't need no other body. And then when she moved closer, and Wiz wanted to do what would make people shout and everything, she was not fully committed to. She was not fully committed. So all that shows that what they were going to perform on stage was not well rehearsed. They just planned to sing the song and back you up, or sing the song. Even while they were singing and backing up, it wasn't gelling. And I feel they missed a great opportunity. That being said, the song is a banger. The crowd enjoyed, singing it out loud. But it would have made a whole lot of sense if Wiz and Thames delivered something very memorable. Very memorable, and that's what was lacking on the day.
Okay, so WIZKID at the O2 got a plaque for that one as well. So how do you rate everything overall, WIZKID at the O2 3 days over 10. What's your rating?
I think by standards of performances in Nigeria, I think this was very good. Yeah. But by world standards, would the foreigners in there have enjoyed every bit of it? Would they have enjoyed, in terms of performance-wise, the songs that they were enjoying? Would they have enjoyed it? I don't know. I feel more could still have been done. In terms of having one of the biggest songs in the world in 2021, Essence, I think in terms of them performing it together, it deserves more. I keep on saying it. It deserves more. They can actually do better. And that would have just been the crowning of it all, in terms of, oh, this guy delivered one of the best ever performances for one of the huge, biggest songs. I know sometimes it can be overwhelming, it can be tiring. You may not really be able to get a routine out of something like that, which is understandable. But if you really put your mind to it and you really want something like that to happen, you can make it happen. I feel they could have done a bit more better in that regard.
So 7 over 10.
Third day, let's
No, overall, everything overall. The show itself, 3 days.
The show itself, 3 days, it was enjoyable. I mean, they created memories for people. Whether it was top notch or not in terms of the memories, but it was still memorable for some people and the fans there. And that's the most important thing. Fans there had a good time. Everybody was always hyped up when it goes. So when they go, if you want to see WIZKID, can you say yeah. There was always a yeah. And at every at 2, at 3, there was a response. So I think, like I said, those are the kind of things I wish they could have done better. They could have given such huge performances. But I think with time they'll get better. And I think next time Wiz will try to attempt something like this, he would definitely do better than what he has done. I think he would also look to improve on what he's done currently. What he's done currently is bigger than what he's done before. But of course, he will do better next time.
Okay.
My rating, same as day one, 7 over 10.
7 over 10.
I think that works.
Okay, so 7 over 10 for like the whole show itself.
Overall, yeah.
Let's have your thought on that one. WIZKID
Which is
performance
A.
at the O2. What are your thoughts on it? Hit or miss? Let's have your thoughts. The high point for you, the low point for you, and all of that. Put them down below. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.